I just spent the last 48 hours or so here in Nashville with one of the greatest operators in the country, Dan Beer, going over his operation and everything that entails that's helped his team pace over $550 million in sales this year. And at this point, it's very obvious to me that the trajectory that we're on is correct. Selling Silicon Valley Group is on the right path. But what does that mean for the real estate agent? Because I think especially in Silicon Valley, I have a lot of friends who are solo operators that truly do not realize the benefit that they could realize by joining the team of the future. And by the way, that's not like a join us. This is the team of the future and how your business could be positively impacted by plugging yourself into a team of the future. And it's not like the team that makes you go out there and door knock and cold call and do all of the old things and basically use you to make money off of you. That's not the team of the future. The team of the future creates systems and operations and uses people, staff, to empower and allow their agents to do not even just a little bit more business, like exponentially more business. We're not talking like let's sell an extra house a year. We're talking like let's sell an extra 40 houses a year. Number one, you think about the life of a client, life of a lead from the time it enters your system into the time that it closes. There are so many different pieces and components to that. And as agents, we need to think about how much time are we devoting to every single one of these processes? And am I actually getting paid what I'm worth by devoting X amount of time to X individual process? So, for example, at the beginning, you're talking about lead generation, marketing. Well, let's say that you are a sweat equity kind of gal or guy. How much time are you devoting to lead generation, to door dropping, open houses, which by the way, open houses are phenomenal. I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do open houses. I'm saying how much time are you spending in all of that and what is your return on investment? Marketing, number one. So the team of the future has marketing departments. They have something happened there. The team of the future has channel partners that give them referrals because the team can update the channel partners on how the 600 leads that they've received from Flex that month, from Homelight that year, how they're doing, what the progress is, what the status update is. They give them to that team because they have systems and operations that allow them to close at scale. Number one, marketing. You have a marketing team devoted to your success, to generating business for you. Number two, conversion. How much time are you spending every single week prospecting? A, it's not enough. B, that time and the return on that time is probably not that great. When you really start analyzing your business and you're like, how much time am I spending and what am I actually getting on that? It's probably not that great. How about an ISA department that calls on your behalf until they literally set an appointment for you? How about that? A department of individuals whose sole purpose is to call, text, email until they buy or die. That's it. Conversion. Number three is the appointment. That's where the agent shines. That's where they should be spending their time, sitting down consulting with the client. I'm talking predominantly buyers here. Obviously, we could switch this over and talk about sellers, but it's the same thing. Lead procurement, lead follow-up, conversion, appointment. Either way, it's listing appointment, buyer appointment, sitting down with the client, consultative approach. That's where the agents should spend their time. But this is where it gets crazy. We're talking here about buyers specialists on teams using showing agents. And these aren't just I know that some teams out there, they like pay their agents, showing agents by the hour. No. Like showing agents who's like still 1099, still making commission, but are doing it and they're incentivized to close the client, right? As opposed to a showing agent that gets paid by the hour and doesn't care. The leverage that is created, Dan's primary or top agent in his company sold $76 million, I think, year to date. Think about that, $76 million in real estate year to date. 95% of his deals he uses a showing agent, someone that allows him to operate at scale and be omnipresent. And so the team facilitates that for him so that he doesn't need to, well, because he physically can't be in two places at once, but it allows him to be in more than one place at once. And this is not a new concept, but it is a concept that is new to the real estate team. Showings. Then we get to contract. Negotiations, again, agent, that is the agent's responsibility. And then finally, contract to close. The second the buyer's in contract, the buyer's agent or the agent barely touches the file at all. In fact, they don't touch the file. They barely do anything on that anymore. That is the future. The future is consultative approach, be there for the negotiations, move on. Allow other parts of the system to do the rest of the work for you, because that work, in truth, is lower dollar per hour activity than true top level agents are worth. And so if you're a top level agent and you're like, dude, there's no way I'm building a team, fine. Find a system that you can plug into that's going to enable you to sell more homes at scale, not just like 2 more houses a year. Like, that is not a good value proposition. Go somewhere that's going to allow you to sell 40 more a year than you're already selling. That is the team of the future. That is what we're bringing to Silicon Valley. It is a limiting belief. I truthfully believe it is a limiting belief that solo agents need to do it on their own. I've talked about this in many videos before, where the ego can get in the way of your growth, your progress, your bottom line, the money that you take home to your family. The question you need to ask yourself is, are you going to allow yourself to let your ego get in the way? Because the future is here. Technology is revolutionizing the way the real estate industry is being run, I should say. And every year that goes on from now until like 2020, I honestly believe that every year between now and 2025, we're going to see like 5 years of growth in that 1 year. I'm going to leave you guys with this. The professionalization of our industry has begun. Dan said it. I believe it. For an industry, when I got into this industry, by the way, I was 23 years old. And I was shocked, appalled, and a little disgusted at how archaic this industry truly is. It's a shit show. There are people still doing paper files, kind of archaic. And so to see 200 people in a room right now understanding and embracing the operational excellence of this team, implementing it into their own business, and realizing that in doing so, the professionalization of their business will begin, it's only going to put pressure on the rest of you to do the same. This is Danny Gould, everyone. Selling Silicon Valley. Stay legendary, everybody.